So this is where I'm stuck because I love my deep colors. I also love my soft neutrals over here. This one still reads a little soft, and I'm just trying to get some last minute thoughts before I go back to the store for paint. This one has my heart captured, but again, and this is one coat. It's you could see that there's, it's not full coverage. So my concern would be just between this one and this one, and then as my husband described how I kind of, I didn't trick him into thinking that, but I expanded how he was viewing this. It was more of an enclosed box. And then now, after I described how I like the dark color because the way it connects with the rest of the space, which is outside the lake, the greenery, and how that color feels more of a natural transition from here to here, where some of the grays up here, excuse my dirty nails, sorry, grays up here are a little unnatural. And it doesn't need to be like foresty, but there's something about a natural transition that feels comfortable. And that's part of that, like, it plays into our psychology, it plays into just the mind, it plays into just feeling relaxed. So I missed the part where he was really describing what I was saying without me saying so much, because I try not to sway him, but I just explained my thought process.
I can say it again.
Say it again.
Yeah. So initially, this whole project, I was thinking enclosed, like this, all this space works together. So the focus needs to be on this space working together on top of the furniture pieces that are going to be in here, the colors that pop out from pillows, the chairs, the other furniture pieces, like all of that needs to complement each other. So my thought was very enclosed in this space, so all those parts work together. But as Tiff was explaining, your eye line is gonna go from here to looking at nature, and that's kind of, I don't think like that, but that kind of just expands your mindset and like, oh shoot, okay, so I'd be going from like a gray to looking at all these different green tones and brown and the red that's coming from the deck out here, and like, whoa, okay, cool. But this dark blue with some green in it, like, absolutely fits a more nature feel, and like, oh, I do feel more connected to nature if I'm looking at this. If this whole area is this color, and then we look here, oh, yeah, that does connect better. So she did convince me. But yeah, I think my mindset was just more focused on more internal enclosure, which is kind of like typical of me, if you know me. And she's like, think beyond that. So yeah, that's what we got.
So now we will see what the client says about our thought process. But thanks for walking with us here and through my personal thought process and what clicked for me, because some of these colors were not clicking. I don't think this is a bad idea, this middle gray one, everyone number one pick, but I want to just push the boundaries a little bit more, because as I mentioned, that's what Wild Rose Lane is about, pushing the boundaries. And if it comes in the form of a question during a project, even if we don't go with it, that's something that we're going to think about going further when you're doing your own in-home projects. I end up getting a new color. As you can see to the right, I found a truer gray, at least in my opinion, where it has a little bit more warm undertones and less blue. The middle color is the new color, and then below that is a secondary color I picked. And as you can see, that middle color really pulls out some iciness in those other two colors. See closer where you can see that it reads a little more blue than a true gray, which is what I'm looking for. And with the green light to go ahead and use this color, we paint the enclosed porch. What do you think? Were you able to see the undertones that I was talking about in those other grays? Would you love to use this color palette for your home or your space? Comment below.